Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about Paris Hilton, who is sharing an update with her mom, Kathy Hilton, after denying her fertility claims, talking about her IVF journey, and teasing her new memoir. While also, we're hearing that Kathy Hilton is a little bit wish-washy about returning to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we have a lot to discuss, but we also have a new poll on our community tab. And then, of course, we have a new podcast episode coming out tomorrow for Hot Messy Podcast. It's so much fun. It's with Sophia Coppola, but we're also covering the new 3-part series. Well, it's technically, I believe, 6 parts, but there are 3 parts that were just released today of the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's no secret that Paris Hilton and her mom, Kathy Hilton, made headlines last month after Kathy Hilton technically outed her daughter's fertility struggles with her husband, Carter. Probably not the best thing you could do, but I don't think, honestly, really, I genuinely think that this was completely innocent. But hold on, only for Paris to shut her down entirely. But where do they stand today? Paris is speaking on that now. Paris, 41, that's her age, set the record straight regarding her family plans with Carter. The socialite attended the 2022 Hollywood Reporter Women in Entertainment breakfast at the Fairmont Century Plaza Hotel in Los Angeles. While there, she offered an update on her relationship with Kathy, spoke of her embryos, and teased her upcoming autobiography, Paris, the Memoir. We're fine. We're fine. That's what Paris told Entertainment Tonight on December 7th. I don't know where she came up with that. I was like, Mom, I've never even talked about that with you. So I think she just got nervous during the interview. And, you just say things. But I think that she does this a lot. Like, people were so mad at Kathy, and I'm not defending anything, but at the People's Choice Awards, Kathy put on lipstick when they were giving a speech, and I think that she was uncomfortable, and I think it was almost like a nervous thing, not like something that was like, oh my God, she's being so rude and she's doing it on purpose. I really don't. I mean, there's a poll in the community tab. You guys can vote in it if you disagree. We have all the embryos waiting and ready, and we just wanted to have our first year of marriage, just us two, because I think you need that. If you just rush into kids in 1 second, you don't get to enjoy that whole year of honeymooning around the world. At the same event, Paris, who wed Carter in November of 2021, spoke to a different outlet about how she and Carter, who shares daughter with ex Laura Belizzi, started the IVF process amid the pandemic. We started going and doing it like a few months in because the world was shut down. We knew that we wanted to start a family, and I was like, this is perfect timing. Usually I'm, like on a plane 250 days out of the year, and let's just get all of the eggs stocked and ready. And we have tons of them awaiting. I'm just so happy. Carter's so kind and so loyal and so sweet and funny and brilliant. He's just my perfect person. She loves her husband. So I don't think we have to keep attacking them. And I just adore him so much. He just makes me feel like a princess every single day, and I'm so excited for our family starting next year. Months ago, Paris discussed her family plans during an April episode of the Bellas podcast, saying that she'd love to have twins and hopes to have 3 or 4 children in total. Also, during her interview with Entertainment Tonight, Paris spoke of her new memoir. I was just reading it again the other night and going through the final edit, and I was like, oh my God, there's so many things I've never spoken about with my sister, Nikki, my mother, like none of my friends. So it's just really, an important story about things that I've gone through. And I hope that when the other girls read it, or just other girls in general read it, maybe they can get advice on what to do in life or not to do. I really thought this was time to really just tell my true story. And I think that for Paris to be able to tell that full story, one, it's not going to be easy, but 2, and I say that because some people I read on Twitter, I go down the rabbit hole with everybody, and I see where people like constantly bash her, and they're like, oh my God, it must be so hard to be an heiress. It must be so hard to be a Hilton. It must be so hard to be famous. When she's talking about this, she's talking about her time in Provo, and she's talking about the hardships that she goes through. So you always hear the people, my dad said this the other day, like, listen, son, money doesn't fix everything. I hear that. He said that people with money or people with wealth have problems too. I hear that as well. I just think sometimes it's a different set of problems. However, for Paris, being thrown into a school and being attacked the way she was within that school, that's not a rich person problem. That's just a problem that a lot of people face. Now, we spoke about this earlier, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 casting update, and we heard a few things. One, we heard that Diana Jenkins and Cherise Zampino would not be back. I'm not shocked by that. I fully anticipated that to be the situation. And we also heard that Dorit and Crystal Kung Minkoff would be demoted. The big question here, the big question mark, lies over Kathy Hilton's potential role in her return, Lisa Rinna and Erica. Now we're hearing that Lisa Rinna and Erica will return, but then now there's speculation, especially coming out from Dorinda Deadly, saying that Kathy Hilton might actually come back if she gets to bring a friend. We heard that she has a friend, Ursula Nesbitt, who might be joining her, and I think that that would be the perfect way for her to come back because she has somebody on her side. This is what was said. One source dished that the cast can, sense and feels that Kathy Hilton is being wish-washy about her return, making it hard to read whether she'll accept a contract after a combative season. She went to the People's Choice Awards. She sat right there between Lisa Rinna and Erica. I think that more than anything proves Kathy Hilton, she's up for the task. Does she want to? No. Does she have to, deal with them? Well, if she signs the contract, but is she afraid of them? Obviously not, if she's willing to sit right in between them at the People's Choice Awards and go on stage with them. Insiders also revealed to RadarOnline.com that it's likely that newbie Diana Jenkins won't be back. And as far as Crystal Minkoff, we're told that her future on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is unclear. But as of now, all of the ladies are in the same boat without a contract and waiting. I also heard that they wanted to bring back Teddi Mellencamp and they were teasing a Brandi Glanville return. I don't even know at this point. But I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinions. Guys, there are polls all over the board. If you go to our community tab and if you go over to Hot Messy Podcast, that community tab, we have polls all day and we just want to hear your opinions on everything in between. So go ahead, go over to the community tabs, vote in the polls. Also, we have another live coming up. It's Hot Messy Topics on Monday. We have a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast dropping tomorrow. And then, of course, we're going into the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Jason and I are getting a marriage license. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. So I can't wait to share all of those things with you. We're getting into the holidays. It's going to be a great time. Hopefully everybody's being kind to each other and we can just make it through without fighting. Yes. All right, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think about Paris Hilton and Kathy's relationship and the Beverly Hills casting rumors. What are your thoughts? And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.